Coach Prime doubles down on not using the Colorado's final 2 timeouts late versus Georgia Tech in the loss. Take a listen.
Can improve there going forward.
Okay, let's just get the cat out the bag. All right, first down, we throw a lateral pass, right? We lose 4 or 5 yards.
Timeout.
You call timeout there?
Yes. Stop. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's
show the first down play.
So let's pull up the film. They have 107 left. It's a swing
107, 2
well.
timeouts. You throw it behind the line of scrimmage and you get stopped. Now, right here, stop it.
Yeah.
It's 103.
102.
You take 102. You take a timeout at 102. That's just like that is a TFL. It's just like getting a sack. The time is more important than anything else. You have timeouts to waste. Why not use them? You 100% take a timeout here. It's clock management 101. I'm sorry, but you got to miss me with this. I've been in way too many meetings with coaches that have talked about this my entire life and how important it is. Yes, negative plays on first down in a 2-minute drill. You 100% have to take timeouts unless it's your last one. And then you got to get up there and spike it and use 3rd and 4th down to your advantage and keep your timeout. So, yes, right here, that should have been a first down, Coach Prime. Let's get to the next part of it. Or no, that should have been a timeout, Coach Prime.
That should have been a timeout.
That should have been a timeout. We've got 1 timeout left with 1:02 left. It's 2nd and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Instead, no timeouts taken. 18 seconds run off the clock. I will say.
Now, when do they start the next play, Bailey?
So they started 18 seconds after. Here, let's take a look.
So now 18 seconds have run off the clock before they start 2nd down, right?
Yeah, yes. And let me know. Coach Prime's like, we're getting to the ball. We're going back. I don't see a sense of urgency. I almost see
and he also said, remember in the press conference, he said we got out of bounds on both sidelines, which you didn't.
No.
You didn't get out of bounds until 3rd down, and Salter scrambled for like 10 seconds extra to get out of bounds.
Yes.
Like, so if anything, if Salter is an experienced player, when he sees them crowding the flat route, because that's all we ran in the second half was flat passes. So obviously they're going to guard the flats because, again, it's predictable.
Mm-hmm.
He should have airmailed it out of bounds. That's how you save a timeout with a quarterback that's experienced.
Sure.
Period. You want to save your timeouts? That's how you do it. All right, so now there's 47 seconds left. We haven't used the timeout. The clock's ticking. It's 2nd and 12. And you know what you shouldn't do in a situation like this? Unless you have timeouts, you shouldn't attack the middle of the field.
Good point, Matt. Yeah,
now, if you had no timeouts and you attack the middle of the field, I'd be furious. But since you have 2 timeouts, you can attack the middle of the field here. And if you don't get a first down to stop the clock, you can take a timeout. So hit play.
Let's listen to Coach Prime's explanation of the second play, and then we'll play the play.
No, you're right there. You don't call timeout there. You got to go. So you're running tempo, right? So the next play, what you gain, I guess 14 yards, whatever. Now you got 3rd and 1.
Now timeout.
Do you call timeout there?
It was 2nd and 12, not 2nd and 14. And I understand that's nitpicking, but he's the head coach.
Sure.
Okay? So now we're what, 3rd and 1?
So yeah, 2nd and 12. Hakeem Williams gets up 3rd and 1 about the
3rd and 1.
40 seconds.
You have to take a timeout right here.
What?
You have 2 timeouts. Take a timeout. And then get ready for the play you need to run on 3rd and 1 instead of the up-tempo confusion you just saw that took another 10 seconds to run this awful play that they ran, where then Salter runs out of bounds. And then you have 2 timeouts left with him running out of bounds. Just show it. Right now, there's 27 seconds left. And now 26, 4, 23, 22. He doesn't have the first down. Now he does again, and he's out of bounds.
Yeah.
And now you're out of bounds with 18 seconds left. It's 1st and 10 on the 50. You have 2 timeouts left, and you just bled 47 or 8 seconds.
In 3 plays. No timeouts called.
And then they just run back on the field and start throwing Hail Marys.
Yeah, that's the other
Now
thing.
you have 18 seconds left and 2 timeouts. And you're not even trying to get down the field to try and run a play where we can score. You just start doing Shedeur Sanders Baylor shit.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, fuck it, 500 ball. I hope we can get 2 of these in. And they get 1 deep pass in?
Yeah.
Or did they throw the ball twice deep?
I tried to throw it twice deep, but yeah. One of them was incomplete to Traylon Miller. The other one was,
I love Coach Prime too. I think he's awesome. But we're 3 years into this, everybody. Knock it off with the prime sexual glasses. Look at this like a football player and like a football head. It's not the fact that he keeps dragging it on too. And I know this because I'm a man and I'm an idiot, okay? And I've made tons of mistakes in my life. But usually when you drag something on, you're wrong. You're trying to convince people you're right. This shouldn't even be a topic. It should have been put to bed after the game. Now we're on fucking Wednesday still talking about this. We play Delaware Saturday. And I know Delaware's an FCS school and we should roll them, but I've watched CU lose to FCS schools before in Folsom. And I'm not saying that's going to happen on Saturday, but goddamn. So, again, I know this is going to, like, people are going to freak out about this, and I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm over it because I know I'm right. I know I'm right. And look, the coaches in the meeting room, are you a yes man or do you actually have an opinion?
Mm-hmm.
Did you sit in the meeting room and just say, yes, coach, because you like your job? Or did you actually say, this is not the way things need to operate? We need a guy watching the clock. There's no way that the explanation fits what actually happened. So everybody in the meeting room, all those coaches and all that football experience all think like this. If that's the way we all think, we are screwed, bro.
Let's take a list of the rest of Coach Prime's explanation of the end of game clock management scenario for Colorado.
3rd and 1. You get the first down, the clock stops. Correct? So you get the first down, the clock stops.
Now stop
Okay,
real quick. Why is it that everyone's just sitting there doing this? Oh, he's got a point. What? Anybody in DNVR, you guys are up there all the time. Romy Bean's there all the time. Mm-hmm. Brian Howell's there all the time. Adam Mustertiger's there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. I mean, you're bona fide fucking journalists. You're there all the time. You can all look at me straight in the face and tell me that clock management was okay and you don't have any questions because your access might get restricted. I'm sorry, but miss me, bro. And I know that now that's going to piss you off. So until the sensitivity level in the Colorado program drops, we're never going to be able to actually solve any problems. Ever. Continue.
Take a listen to the rest of it.
Scramble play. He ran out of bounds. The clock stopped, right? Now we throw the ball out the end zone. Clock stop, right?
500.
So when was the time to call timeout? I'm just getting them.
Right after the guy got tackled for 4 yards in the backfield and first down.
Bleeding clock and yardage. You're bleeding two things. That or the Hakeem Williams play over the middle, not to the sideline.
Hey, hold on. I didn't ask him hard questions when I interviewed him 2 years ago.
Really?
What does that have to do with this?
Again?
What the interview? Do you mean the interview we had last March before last season? What hard questions was I supposed to ask exactly?
I thought you actually asked pretty honest questions too. Go listen to the interview.
Which questions should I have asked him that were hard, bro? This is a totally different circumstance. Again, the sensitivity level of people that can't separate the fact that they literally are like infatuated with Coach Prime and they can't accept the fact that he too makes mistakes. This is an easy fix. I screwed up the clock management. I have to get better at it. That's it, and it's over. Instead of trying to rationalize it and convince a bunch of people that all know as much football as he does. Maybe not played it the same way, but you can't tell me that the knowledge base is different. Come on, man. Come on, Steve, man. Stop with this shit. We all want the same thing. I just don't know how to get there, lying to myself and just accepting an excuse that I know is wrong.
Yeah.
And nobody will, and people just want to act like I'm the bad guy. Fuck it. I'll be the bad guy. If I'm the only one that has any rationale behind me and can say that what we just watched was horseshit, and then if it would have been accepted as horseshit, then I would just back off. But then to hear that yesterday, and like, Coach Prime, you're the man, bro. You don't need to do this in order to like get people on your side. They are so scared to disagree with you that you don't have media in Boulder anymore. You've just got Coach Prime supporters that are there to only put out the things that he deems are okay to put out. No one's there actually trying to like figure out what happened.
Steve Roscoe, shout out.
Love you, Steve. And look, I love CU. I want them to be successful. I don't want to see this anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like last year at the end of the North Dakota State game. Were we not throwing the ball deep?
What are they doing? Yeah, could have ended
When we should have just ran the ball or taken a knee. Were we not trying to stat pat and get Shador another touchdown? Did they get the ball back and could have won because of it?
Yes.
Yes, they could have. So nobody brought that up at that point. I tried to talk about it and I got shit on.
Mm-hmm.
So now an end of the game situation costs us a football game. And if you're like, oh, the game was already lost, you're a fucking loser. You've never played football before. 1 minute and 2 seconds with 2 timeouts left at the 35-yard line is an eternity, dog. If you know how to control the clock and dictate to the defense. So I'm sorry, you got to miss me with all this shit. I really hope that there were like arguments and fights in the coach's room. I know the players are fed up about it. Jordan Seaton's already talking about how fed up he is in a very professional way because he's a player and he's trying to not sound like a dick. Mm-hmm. I have the ability to sound like a dick because I run my own show and we're on here to talk and tell you the truth. Yes. So I can just be who I really am.
Absolutely.
And I guarantee you in 3 weeks, I'll be there for the Wyoming game and all my recruits will be up there. And no one will say shit to me about this. I would love for somebody to reach out to me and be like, could you tell me why you think this way? And then I can have a conversation with them about how the fuck to manage the clock. And we might be able to get something out of this.
Seriously.
Instead of just Matt's an asshole, who does he think he is calling them out? I'm not calling them out. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm coaching. That's what coaches do. There's not a coach in the world that looked at that and said, wow, that clock management, what he's saying is real. He shouldn't have taken the timeouts. We should just speed it up. We should go home with 2 timeouts. Even Coach Prime said taking 2 timeouts home doesn't help him. He's contradicting himself. And we can fix it. Please, for the love of God, just fix it.
Steve Roscoe says replay the last drive at Michigan, 1994. Westbrook gets a first down, goes down to stop the clock immediately. That's situational coaching. Bingo.
And then you get the opportunity to throw the bomb. Last year against Baylor, I can't remember the end of game situation, but I'm pretty sure it was like completion out of bounds, stop the clock, bomb.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't have to do that this time.
No.
They could have driven the length of the field. And like you could have, bro, you give me somebody that knows how to run the system I want them to run, and we've been practicing all summer and all fall camp. Mm-hmm. 2 timeouts in 1:02 from the 35, and they're going to play the flats and open up the middle of the field. I guarantee you I can get the ball on the other sideline so I can at least have a shot at the end zone. Because they're not playing to attack you, they're playing to tackle you in bounds. So you have to go where they ain't. And then you have to use your timeout strategically, like Coach Prime said, in order to dictate the flow to them, which was not done. And I'm sorry, bro, but you got to stop trying to attack anybody that says anything that you don't like or different from what's coming out of Boulder. I'm sorry, but miss me. And anybody up there that's got a problem with what I'm saying, Dre or anybody else, my ex-teammates, please give me a call and let's have a conversation on why you think I'm wrong. It can't just be, oh, fuck that McChesney guy. What does he know? Well, apparently more than you.
Yeah, and to people who have a problem with, like, Matt, you keeping it real. You're dropping truth bombs today here on 0 to 60. And I mean, we need it. But we need to get, when you're up there in Wyoming, we got to get you a press pass, man. Shoot, we got to get you as a reporter asking these tough questions.
I just asked the question. When Coach Prime says, when should we take in a timeout? The guy should have been like, right there. That's when you should have taken the timeout.
Yeah.
And then you can have a banter back and forth with him, which he loves. He's set to love that shit. He wants to have the conversations. But I'm sorry, but Coach, it's like he's trying to convince himself. You sound like you're trying to convince yourself that you're right, and you're not. And this confuses me, and it gets me to a point where I think that they're going to do this with more shit that needs to be fixed that won't get fixed.